All right. Oh, hey, babe, I'm doing a addition to Nathan's beaded blanket, like a long thing, if you will. So, but I'm streaming it. So I figured it'd also be kind of cool, like if he's able to have this blanket for a long time, he'll have these like little videos where he gets to see me working on it. So, there we go. About to be to one of my beaded rows. What time are you leaving to go get him from Kids Show? Okay, I was just wondering. Oh, hey, so last night when I was playing around with, well, not playing around, but I was working on the blanket, I had two beads that got stuck together. So I figured I'd leave them on to see what they would look like I'd actually attach them. And yeah, I can pretty easily stack two beads. I don't know how well that'll hold up with just having one string of yarn in it, but that's something I can think of when I decide to purposely design my own blanket. That'll also maybe help with adding weight quickly because since this is more for Nathan at his age and as he goes into being a teenager, I think it'll be suitable. But I'd like one that's a little bit heavier than his, but lighter than that one massive one I have right now. I thought I was going to check and see if that one kid's thing was open tomorrow. Okay, cool. It is going to be open. I'll have to check their website to make sure. Uh, hmm. Ah, dang. They have special hours tomorrow, but for general admission, they're closed. It's members only. No, the Thinkery in Austin. That's where Stephanie really wants to go, and since we weren't doing anything, but I am not getting a membership for that. And we don't have a reciprocal with them. I don't think. Maybe we do. Reciprocal benefits nationwide. I'll have to look. Yeah, because otherwise it's $200 for a family of four. So we'll just pick it another day. We could probably do that Sunday. Let me go check. Recently reopened. Okay. Well, if it's open on a Sunday. Nope, it's not open on Sundays. No, it is. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so we could do that. We can keep her home. We don't have to do that thing on Sunday, and then that'll just be her. I think she'll like that for her birthday. Okay. So that's the plan. We can ask her tonight if that's what she wants to and then we can rope Nana along if she wants to come with. Almost done with this row. Um, you guys headed out? Yep. Oh, on to the beads. I'll probably finish this beaded row and then cut out to do the community day. Make sure I have everything for the Granny Square lesson. Wait. Love you, Jesse. Uh-oh. Two in a row. There's a green to cap it off with. He is oddly coincident with this pattern. And after I finish up with this row before I head out to the community day, I'll do a little short when I go downstairs to check the weight of the blanket. And I'll also probably measure it too so we can see how light it is. But it has gotten very heavy. And like I can't get over the fact that I'm still progressing so well with both the cat blanket, which I have a separate playlist for, and then this beaded blanket. In addition to doing some other side projects that I'm actually able to complete, which has been really nice. In addition to juggling work and trying to stay on top of the house, I gotta tell you, well, yeah, but and of course this is a weekend, so it's a little bit different. But finally on ADHD meds, which only helps with the ADHD. It doesn't help with the autism, but it definitely helps get things. Because I'm able to get things sort of organized and stuff. It doesn't make my makes things less visually noisy. So it definitely helps with the overwhelm of the house, not to get too much into all that. This is cool. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's pink pink, purple right there. That's nice. Okay. Oh no, I'm listening to DMCA free music in the background, and I just heard a clip from Naruto. The Japanese voice actor saying "Tatebeo." I watched it all the way up to the Shippuden jump, and I just, what happened? I haven't been able to keep up with it. But I knew I was talking back well before I joined the military, the manga and everything. I was well ahead of the anime. And I remember talking at length when I was playing on RuneScape with this one person. His username was 13x13x, and he also had an alt named Neji 13x. So I knew he liked Naruto. But we would have long conversations in chat about our theories of to what Itachi's alignment was. And I was like, honestly, I'm getting this vibe that, he was very protective of his brother because otherwise it would not have been that much of that. It would not have been that hard to just kill him. If he truly was as evil as they were making him out to be in the series, you would think that that would be a natural progression because you can never underestimate the power of your enemy. You're just going to take them out, and that's what Itachi did with the rest of his family. And I was like, it doesn't line up to me. He seems like a very smart character in the show. So like, why would he antagonize someone who he has no idea where the power, like where his brother would end up on the power? Would not be that arrogant. Um, and it's just sort of like I was under the impression that he, and I haven't been into the manga a lot, but I do know what ended up panning out. But at the time with my theories, like, that's and none of that had been like exposed. So I just very vindicated when it got to that part in the manga where it was like, oh yeah, his whole family was going to be overthrowing the village or whatever, and he took them out and well, they wanted to protect his brother. So yeah, and I knew there was something odd about Toby, and one of my passwords for the longest time. I mean, literally, I feel like it's protected. I'm not going to say it, of course, because I don't know if I'm sure there's an old account somewhere, but it involved an expression that alluded to it was Toby all along. So finding out about, you know, who exactly he was and all of the background related to him as a character. Also very vindicated. I guess it's like a pattern, like the natural progression of the series with the twist and stuff. That is kind of a bummer. I can't really enjoy a lot of the mainstream media in terms of surprises like that because I feel like I figured it out before maybe they were intending people to figure it out, or maybe even before the writers knew. But it just makes sense for it to make that progression. It's also another reason why I like horror movies so much is because that stuff is just off the wall, outside of reality situations. Um, like one, I mean, I think it was universally excused, like bombed by critics and viewers alike. There's this one horror movie called Devil, and most of it involves uh, people sitting in the camera room watching the people in the elevator and then the people in the elevator. And just the twist at the end was not something I was expecting. It was fantastic. Oh, what's this? One second, I gotta. I'm gonna step away real quick. I'm just gonna leave it running, but I gotta go get some shirts from my husband for the kids. I will mute though. I'll be right back. Did it though. Another green. Look at this. You can't tell because the camera's kind of crappy color, but green, purple, green, green, purple, green, green, purple, green, purple. I find it interesting that it always seems to shape together. A little winded because I ran to their room, grabbed their shirt, ran downstairs, outside, down our long driveway, to the gate, and then back in and ran eventually. Almost done with this row. And then I shall check away. No. Ooh, I don't know. I haven't seen that green in a while. Like a yellowish green. Making my way down this row, wrapping the beads. Also going to calculate, see how many beads I've used so far. I know it seems a little bit weird. No one really wants to watch anyone when they're crocheting slowly like this, like each step. But I feel like that kind of illustrates how long these sort of projects really take. Obviously, if you're a person who crochets a lot with non-chunky yarn, you know how long things take. I noticed a kind of trend, which is perfectly fine, but where people work on their projects with chunky yarn, and they're like, "Wow, that's so great! I can make this in just a couple hours, woohoo!" But it's like you use any type of smaller yarn, you're going to be working on that sort of thing for weeks. Yo, I'm gonna do this last one with tiny. Oh, yep. Stitch marker in. I have my two single crochets there. One in. All right, I'm gonna go count the rows and do some math real quick. See how many beads I've used so far. But it has gotten quite wide or quite long. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33. There are two rows where I went more than 88 beads each. I had one row with 89 and one row with 90. But I'll just add the three there. Let's see. All right, so far this blanket has 2,907 beads. 2,907. I feel like that is pretty darn impressive. So I'm going to stop the stream now, and I'm going to go downstairs and check the weight of it. And I got some stuff I have to do to be ready for a busy day today. It's an hour driving. So this puppy on there. Yep. Right. Audio.